Maine and world, welcome to story time with me, Darcie Mae. I have Princess Foxy Lady with me, her daughters, and the whole gang. Okay, are you ready for today's story? Today we are reading my story titled The Snowman Fantasy. Now this is a longer story, I'll tell you that right off the bat, and it's good for children who love to read and write. You'll know when we get to the end. Okay, are we ready? The Snowman Fantasy by me, Darcie Mae. This is just to show you, this is what, when we talk about the farm in the story, this is what it looks like. The house, the barn, the fields, the river. So you'll know when we're reading the story. Whoops, can you see that? There you go. So you know when we're reading the story what we're talking about. Okay. Franklin is a snowman and Frances is his wife. On just one night a year, these snowmen come to life. They have two young children. One's a boy, one's a girl. The boy they named Freddie, and Florence they named her. When the weather's perfect and the brightest moon shines, Franklin, Frances, Freddie, and Florence come to life. All other days and nights, Franklin, Frances, Freddie, and Florence look the same as all snowmen, you see. They stand still like statues. They cannot move around. No life is seen in them. They do not make a sound. Not till weather's perfect, snow's fallen from the sky, and the moon has risen and risen way up high. Will things begin to change with these special snowmen? They'll become alive when the moonlight shines on them. First, Franklin's eyes open and he looks all around. Then he opens his mouth. His lips move up and down. Oh. Whoops, sorry about that. We're getting off to a good start, aren't we? He moves his head to the left, then back to the right. He shakes his two stick arms. Yes, he has come to life. The second is Frances. She opens up her eyes. She opens up her mouth, moves her head left, then right. She shakes both of her arms. She is alive as well. She spins around one time so her husband can tell. The third one is Freddie. He opens eyes and mouth. He shakes his head, wiggles his arms, and moves about. Fourth and last is Florence. She opens both her eyes. She opens up her mouth, moves her head left, then right. She shakes both of her arms. She's very much alive. This miracle happens each year on just one night. Franklin smiles, hugs Frances, and says, "Hi, my darling, come. Let's get the kids and have fun until morning." Frances smiles, hugs him back, and says, "Hello, my hun. Yes, let's get the kids and play till the morning comes." Freddie and Florence both at the same time did ask, "Mom and Dad, may we play before the sun comes back?" Frances said, "Yes, let's play. A hill your dad has found that is big and will be fun for us to slide down." Franklin said, "Follow me." He slid along the snow. He's made of 3 snowballs and has no feet, you know. The snowballs are packed tight, are very hard and round, which means they're slippery and slide to get around. When going down a hill, they can go very fast. And after some practice, zig one way and zig back. Freddie likes to find things that he can slide over, making a ramp for him. This does scare his mother. Going over these things makes him jump way up high. He could break apart if his landing isn't right. So far he has done well. His mom's thankful for that. Moms worry about their children, and that's a fact. Frances followed Franklin. She's followed by Freddie, who's followed by Florence. They are a family. The same thing happens each and every year one time when the weather's perfect and bright. The moon does shine. If you are wondering how I know about them, I'll tell you right now. It will take just a minute. When I was a very young, or just a little girl, I learned about something that's unexplainable. The country I live in is the United States. The state I live in is the one that is called Maine. I lived in a small town in a rustic county. The town's name is Sherman. It is very tiny. In the winter in this town, it is very cold. It also is a place that gets a lot of snow. I grew up on a farm on the end of a road. That place was magical. That is a fact. I know. I'm next youngest of a lot, 7 children. We love to play outside more than love to stay in. When outside in winter, I love to build snowmen. I build them with snowballs. Each would have 3 of them. On the very bottom would be the biggest ball, medium ball second, on top, smallest of all. They would have sticks for arms. Each snowman would have 2, 1 stick for the right and 1 for the left was used. In the second snowball, or the medium ones, I stuck in both the arms until each one was done. I gathered in summer pebbles up off the ground. In my secret pocket all my pebbles were found. 3 pebbles for buttons for each snowman I'd use. In the middle, snowball. In front, in a line too. 8 buttons inside my other pocket I put before going outside. I reached and 8 I took. 2 buttons for 2 eyes for each snowman I'd use. I'd have 2 green, 2 red, 2 pink, and 2 light blue. I would build 4 snowmen or a snow family. 1 small, medium, large, and biggest one to see. The biggest, the snow dad. Next smallest is the mom. The son next to smallest. Daughter, the smallest one. Because I was in a very large family, lots of hats and scarves in our farmhouse you could see. 4 hats, 4 scarves, and 4 sets of mittens I'd use. I wanted them to be different colors too. I wanted a green, red, light blue, and pink hat. Green, red, light blue, and pink matching scarves I would have. Green is for the snow dad. Red is for the snow mom. For the snow boy, light blue. The snow girl gets pink ones. The mouse for each one I would draw with a finger. Big mouse for dad and mom. Small for the son and daughter. I built that family that was made out of snow so I'd see them from my upstairs bedroom window. One night the moon was big and very bright. It shined through my bedroom window. My whole room it did light. I lay down in my bed but could not get to sleep. I got up, looked outside, and could see things clearly. I could see woods and trees and the river that's froze. I saw across the land as far as it did go. I looked down and did see my snow family move. The father, mother, son, and little daughter too. I reached up with my hands and rubbed both of my eyes. Did I really see them moving in the moonlight? I looked out once again. I looked down at the ground where I built the snowmen. Only a trail was found. They had left a trail as they moved across the snow. I followed it with my eyes the way it did go. I decided to wait till everyone's asleep. Then downstairs, ready, and out the door I would sneak. I crawled back into bed and waited a long time. When everyone slept, I carefully snuck outside. I didn't need to take a flashlight so to see. The moon shined like sunlight. I saw very clearly. I followed the snow trail that was left in the snow. I walked it quietly and walked it very slow. The trail went to a hill, the biggest on the farm. It was far away, but I still could see the barn. I thought I heard voices not known to me. I walked a bit farther and hid under a tree, sliding and having fun. Where was I? Okay. I thought I heard voices. I'm sorry, the princess needed my attention. I thought I heard voices not known to me. I walked a bit farther and hid under a tree. Sliding and having fun was my snow family. Girl in pink, boy in blue, red the mom and dad green. Up the hill going was the girl with the mother, sliding down was the dad and also the brother. The dad went down the hill in a line that was straight. The son went off to the right from his dad, sideways. He was moving quickly and slid up on a hump. It made a ramp for him. In the air he did jump. Not only did he jump, he spun around one time and hollered loud, "Yee-haw!" His landing was just fine. Not only do they move, those snow people can speak. I became excited. Very hard I did breathe. I was breathing hard when I saw the snow boy stop very close to my tree. I tried to hide a cough. I tried to cough quiet, but the snow boy heard me. He hollered to his dad, "Hey, did you cough? Did you sneeze?" His dad hollered back, "No." "Come here, Dad," said the son, in an excited voice. Close his father did come. The snow boy pointed down with his arm, "That's a stick." His dad looked and saw me. I was scared quite a bit. His dad reached down with his arm. "That's a stick also." He reached, touched my arm, and gave it a little poke. It hurt, and I said, "Ouch, you don't have to hurt me. I built you all today. You're my snow family." I was having trouble falling asleep this night. I looked out my window because the moon was extra bright. I knew I had built 4 snowmen, a family, right under my bedroom window, so them I'd see. I looked for you tonight. I saw you were not there. Very quietly, I did sneak down all the stairs. Everyone was sleeping. I dressed warm in my clothes and boots and came outside. Your trail I did follow. I hid behind this tree and was watching you slide. I could not believe what I did see with my eyes. It is true. You are real. You all have come to life. My snow family I built today is alive. The dad stuck out his stick arm and then said to me, "Let me help you up and come meet my family. This is the one day of the year in the winter when fresh snow has fallen and perfects the weather. This is the only snow in one time of the year that we do come to life. Do I make myself clear?" I nodded my head yes. He helped me to stand up. I shook his hand and said, "Now I have seen enough. The world is magical and full of fantasy. I have now seen alive a whole snow family." The father shook my hand. He said, "Hi, I'm Franklin. This is my wife, Frances, and Freddie is my son. My daughter is Florence. We are glad to meet you." I shook the hand of the wife, son, and daughter too. The girl asked, "May she come, have fun, and play with us? All of us together. I know it will be fun." The dad and mom said yes. Up and down went their heads. I said, "Wait a minute, let me go get my sled." I ran back to the house. I got the new best sled back to the family made of snow I did head. When I got back at the same place, they stood to wait. I was all out of breath. I had run the whole way. The snow dad, Franklin said, "Why don't you have a seat? Sit on the sled and be pulled up the hill by me." I thought, "Oh, that will be fun. Why not?" And then sat down. The dad pulled me smoothly on the snow on the ground. "We're moving fast," I thought. Then faster I did find. I reached down, held on to the sled's left and right sides. We reached the top of the biggest hill on the farm that was quite far away from our very big barn. In record time this night, while on a sled I sat, pulled up by a snowman, as a matter of fact. Not only that, but the snow dad pulled me back down. It's the best ride I've had. I smiled and laughed out loud. The snow mom took me next up the hill. She pulled me, then right back down we came. We moved quick and smoothly. The snow boy took me next. That was the funnest ride. We went over a jump and I flew way up high. We landed perfectly. It did not hurt at all. He gave me the best ride. I was having a ball. On my final ride, I was taken by the girl. It was a safe, fun ride, and happily I thanked her. I also took the time to thank her family. Then her dad said it's time back home. He would take me. I sat down in my sled. I waved and said goodbye. The father talked to me as back home I did ride. He described the perfect weather in winter time after fresh fallen snow and the brightest moonlight. Oh. To build special snowmen or a snow family when night comes on this day, live these snowmen will be. It's also the only one time a year, he said. Try to remember all I've told you in your head. I nodded my head yes. My head went up and down, or down and up. The snow dad took me home, or took me close enough. I got out of the sled. I hugged the big snow dad. I told him thank you for the best night I have had. I took the string and I finished walking back home. The sled went in the shed and the house I did go. I was very careful and took off out of clothes. I put everything back where it's supposed to go. I tiptoed as I walked quietly on the floor and carefully opened the squeaky upstairs door. As I walked upstairs, I took each step carefully. I had to be careful so the steps would not squeak. When at the top, I walked softly across the floor and carefully opened my squeaky bedroom door. I walked up to my bed and I reached underneath. That's where my pencil and a notebook I did keep. I picked them up and went to the moonlit window. That's where I did write down what I saw and was told. I've kept it till this day. Each year I did write more on the perfect day and after I go outdoor and build a family made only out of snow in the very same place that's under my window. On that night, I could see clearly out my window all around our big farm as bright moonlight did glow. Each year I grew bigger, as did the family that I'd build out of snow. The kids grew up with me. Now I'm all grown up and it is time to give the snowman fantasy or magic to you kids. Each year you have one storm that leaves the perfect snow for building snowmen and boys, girls, women also. If the snow weather and the moonlight is perfect, take in a big deep breath. A surprise you might get. If this night has the best, brightest shining moonlight, it might just be the one that snowmen come alive. Build the snow family so that they can be seen out your bedroom window and can be seen clearly. Have pen and paper stashed where you'll remember quick. Mine was under my bed. Your own spot you must pick. Write down all that you do. Imagine in your mind. Keep it secret or share with others what you write. All you have to do is look out of your window at the snow family that day you built of snow. Imagine in your mind where lives all fantasies that having fun sliding is that snow family. Imagine in your mind this picture you must make. It is your fantasy. Have fun with it, I say. Imagine being pulled while sitting on a sled, smoothly atop the snow while up a hill you head. Then imagine what it's like being pulled back down. It will be very fast. Yell or don't make a sound. The dad is the fastest. Medium the mother, scariest the son, and slowest is the daughter. Each ride up and down feel how it would feel for you. I am happy to pass this secret on to you. Franklin and Francis are grandparents, this I know. Freddie and Florence have families of their own. That equals 10 snowmen in the snow family. Build the ones that you want and continue the story. This snowman fantasy that's magical now lives in readers of this book. I hope lots of you kids. Just always remember, you must never forget what you've learned in this book. Store it inside your head. One night when weather, snow, and moon mix perfectly, one night a year alive these snow people will be. They've lived only in me, but now will live in you. It is a fun story that is magical too. Continue the story with your paper and pen. Draw pictures if you want. You can color them in. Good luck, young girls and boys. This story is now yours. My story is done now, but you knew this, of course. Well, that ends our story time today. I hope you liked it and have fun writing your own snowman story from here. It's a fantasy. Make it what you want. See you next story time. Bye-bye for now from Darcie Mae, Princess Foxy, Lady of Maine, and the whole gang.